Welcome back, everybody. We are still paused right here at the beginning of the fight with Kahn. The thing that makes him tricky is he actually can attack from a long enough range that it's outside of the reach that the greens will want to jump off of guard markers at him. So what you want to do is lure him down onto the lower ground. You cannot have your minions already on the guard marker before he gets into the area, because he will stop short of where they would attack him, and he will attack them from there. Once he's close enough that you can put them on a marker and then immediately attack him, you want to go ahead and do that. And then while they're keeping him distracted so that he can't be attacking you, he's standing there trying to shake them off. You can move in and attack him at that point. Because the main thing is if he's attacking you with the flail, when he hits you, it will knock you down. It's not like the floating creatures where he keeps you pinned down and he just kills you. But it will really limit how much damage you can be doing to him. And you are the primary source of damage to him. Your minions will cause some damage, and probably more than what I'm giving them credit for, if you have any kind of equipment for them. But at least for me, it's much more effective for me to be doing the damage with the Overlord. And since I didn't mention it, but I'm sure you saw, the floating creature that's there in the battle with him, you do not have to defeat it. So it's just an additional threat where it can summon things, and that you don't want to wander into its path and let it run over you.
She is mine. He cannot stop me. You cannot stop me.
And that little cutscene it showed just a minute ago was showing that there are several of those floating creatures outside the gates that are summoning the black-clad figures and sending them in through that drawbridge. So you pretty much immediately want to go over there and turn that wheel, because as we just finished turning it, it did raise the drawbridge. So no more of them can get in now. All you have to do is kill the ones that are there, and then it's just Kahn. He does take long enough to swing that you can pretty well just run by him without any fear of him getting an attack on you. Other than that, you just want to use the same strategy that we used in the first little fight.
Crush you and the old man! I will fight her!
Again, we just have to follow him into the next area. We do have to fight a few things in between, but nothing that should give us any kind of a problem. Where the red ones just came out of, you do have spawning pits of all four colors, so you can refill whatever minions you want at this point. I'm going to go ahead and get some more greens. And then you come up these stairs.
I protect. She needs Kahn.
Again, there are floating creatures in the area to cause additional hazards for you, but you don't have to do anything about them. In fact, as long as you can get him to come to the right kind of area where you get the higher ground, and wait to put your minions on the guard marker until he's in range again. you should easily be able to finish him without having to ever worry about the floating creature. Once you defeat him this time, the floating creatures just die on their own. You don't have to deal with them anymore.
Strike Master, finish him.
Because just like the other main bosses, at this point it's down to just you and him, and one last sword strike's going to kill him. The cutscene that follows this is quite long, so I think that I have time for it in this video, but I'm going to warn you just in case it doesn't fit that this would be the end of the video here, and we would start the next one with this.
Your presence is required. Return to the tower. All hail the return of the Overlord, the one true evil. Oh no, not you, the real Overlord. Yes. I've always been loyal to evil. I don't ask questions. Evil is as evil does. Welcome back, sire.
I am home. Even if I did have to hitch a ride inside this wizened and weary body. I believe you've met my tortoise, Velvet.
I barely recall him, Daddy.
She has been most useful to me. And then there's Rose. Sadly, she has not been so cooperative.
As if I could side with someone that thinks my sister is useful.
You thought you'd killed me, didn't you? You and your hero friends? But I'd planned a little trip, you see. Really get under good skin. Literally. That fool wizard thought he'd won, until I purged his very soul and became one with his mortal carcass.
Now that, you'll agree, is a cunning plan.
One by one, the others fell to my corrupting influence. Those walls of goodness, purity, obedience. One just has to know where to push. And as for you, you fell, and they left you behind in their desperation to become heroes. I gave you a second chance, a different path. You were of use to me, but now you're just in my way. Minions!
Master! Master! We are your minions, sire! He was nothing compared to you, your supreme evilness.
I believe you've been borrowing my spells. No more. Now I shall eliminate your physical presence. You already dealt with the others for me, my little puppet.
Master, while you still have power left, I can speak directly to you. There must be a way to stop him. I've got it! The Tower Heart!
Rose, where are you going? Don't make me kill you.
Luckily, that did all fit. Rose has gone down to sabotage the Tower Heart, which is down these stairs right here in front of us. But I think this is a good place to end this video, so we will follow her down in the next one.